There are many growth forms in fungi, and one of the ways that I'm going to talk briefly today is the mycelial growth form. But you do have other growth form, the so-called yeast, the budding yeast growth form. So you may have seen this and encountered this in your microbiology class, but I will be illustrating some of these much later. And then we have the yeast fission type and the so-called chytridiaceous growth form type. By and large, the mycelium growth type is commonly known as probably the widely spread type of growth form. Now, what is a mycelium? Okay, mycelial is the epithet of the term mycelium. So we're saying mycelium in singular term, or we can say in plural, mycelia. But what led to the mycelium is the so-called hyphae, hypha. The hypha, singular, or hyphae, in plural. So that's the building block of all mycelial fungi, the hyphae. Think about it as a filament. And to illustrate that, here are some balloons that have been gone through some artwork to kind of illustrate to you the whole notion of a filament. So think about it as a filament, cylindrical, it's a tube. Okay. It's not a tube that is flexuous as here, but the concept for you that I would like you to visualize is the 3D, the three-dimensional aspect of it, volumetric aspect of it. Now, the hyphae, as I said, is the building block. So assume this is a hypha. So what you see here in this particular filament or tube is a volumetric tube, and here's another one, it's another volumetric tube. But the difference between these two, you can see this one is segmented, and that illustrates the two basic types of hyphae that we will come across. So we have a so-called septate and a septate hypha. So what this means, the septate, as illustrated in this particular context, is that you have segmentation. So the illustration is showing a constriction, but in reality, this particular hyphae will have what I call compartmentalization. So it would have structure or wall, the dividing wall, called septum or septa. So those dividing wall or septum or septa are very critical in terms of regulating the channeling of the passage of a cell-to-cell communication, movement of nutrient, of nuclei.